Greetings fellow Decepticons, Sound Blaster 1987 here with another Transformers Masterpiece review. Today, from the older side of the line, I bring you Transformers Masterpiece MP-15, Rumble and Ravage, or Frenzy and Ravage depending on your opinion on the whole plan. Rumble and Frenzy red and blue debate. Personally, I grew up with a VHS tape of the 86 movie, so Frenzy is always going to be the black and red one to me, but feel free to leave your thoughts on the Rumble Frenzy debate in the comments below, but forgive me if I do spend most of the review referring to this one as Frenzy instead of Rumble, despite the fact that it was packaged under the name Rumble. So, this is technically the Hasbro release of these two, since these two were packaged in with the yellow visor version of the Masterpiece Soundwave mold, along with the, Frenzy and Buzzsaw 2-pack, and of course Laserbeak. In recent years, Ravage seems to have replaced Laserbeak as the standard packing accessory for Soundwave, we've seen from a Bumblebee movie, for example. But anyway, yes, this is the Hasbro release, so some of the colours may be slightly different, but I currently can't find the other parts of my Masterpiece Soundwave set, so I'm reviewing these as if they were the Japanese release, since Rumble and Ravage were packed separately as a 2-pack in the Japanese release as a reference to the way they were packaged in G1. So, as you can see, both of these Decepticons turn into little mini micro cassettes, and they have their own dedicated cassette tape cases. The Hasbro release ones are completely colourless, like a normal cassette tape case would be, but the Japanese release from the original Takara version have them in transparent paint to look like compacted stacks of energon cubes, because of the energon cube generating gimmick that Masterpiece Soundwave had by clipping an empty cube over his chest window. So, as you can see here, Rumble is depicted pretty accurately with his G1 cassette tape details on one side and his robot details on the other, because, obviously you can't have a two-sided cassette for the accuracy of the robot mode. Same applies to Ravage as well. He's got the silver details of the tape on one side and the folded up limbs of a Jaguar on the other. And then of course you've also got Rumble's pile drivers as well, or Frenzy's pile drivers rather. These have a multiple functionality capacity because not only do they extend for, actual pile driver action, but they also act as storage for Frenzy's back-mounted handguns as well. In addition to that, they also come with this little holster piece, which can be attached onto Rumble or Frenzy's back via this clip here that goes into the hole on their backs where their heads would be in cassette mode. And then this can act as like a jetpack of sorts, similar to the sideswipe jetpack that Optimus Prime often uses. And these tabs here connect to these slots on the underside, so as to connect the pile drivers of Rumble and Frenzy together to become extensions of the connector wire that goes onto Soundwave's tape deck mode when attached to his handheld sensor device, to replicate the scene in Transformers the movie where Soundwave connected to the Decepticon computers in Shockwave's lab in order to display Laserbeak's camera findings on the big screen when they were spying on the Autobots on Moonbase 1 in the movie. So, without further ado, to transform Frenzy, or Rumble, first what you need to do is disconnect the arms and the legs like so, bring the legs down like so, rotate them at the hip, carefully accordion hinge the ratcheted knee joints like so, bring the feet down, same on both sides, then bring the arms out like so, get a fingernail or a cocktail stick or something in there to bring out the fists. Luckily my nails are long enough to do the job, so no need to worry on that score. Fold the arms down, then get your thumbnail into the back panel and gently lift up the head, rotating it 180 degrees like so. And from here you can either attach the guns with the larger peg into the cassette reel holes on his back, like so, or you can remove them flip the peg around and have them handheld. Like so. And then you can attach this clip here into the head hole to create a little almost jetpack-like thing, similar to the helicopter thing that Action Master Bumblebee had. So, articulation-wise, Rumble and Frenzy, they both share the same mold. Almost forgot to extend the abdomen as well. They have a 360 degree swivel of the head with a backwards butterfly joint for transformation. Ball jointed shoulders with shrug hinge for transformation. The ball joint also acts as a bicep swivel of sorts to certain degrees. Then you've also got a 90 degree elbow bend. Nothing of a rest due to transformation apart from the inward hinge. Nothing of the abdomen due to the sliding extension gimmick. Then you've got ball jointed hips for full range of motion. And you've also got a hinged knee that goes a little bit both ways, so watch out for that. You've also got a ball jointed ankle on both feet. Then, to transform Ravage into his Jaguar mode, what you want to do first is bring these two halves together at one side to form the head. Then you want to get your nail underneath the paws and split the front and back ones from each other from a tab and slot mechanism. Then you want to bring the front paws forward, like so. Then bring the back section halves together, like so. Flip him over, get your nail in there and fold out the tail. Then fold down the hips and get the paws situated correctly. Being mindful that the hip mounted rocket launchers are sculpted onto the hip joints, so they're going to move with the leg no matter what you do. Then what you want to do is fold him up at this hinge and down at this hinge, so he's got a hunch in the shoulders. Then bring the front legs down, rotate them 90 degrees so these silver bits are facing inwards. Then get the front paws situated. And now we have both Rumble or Frenzy and Ravage in their respective robot modes, or robot adjacent in Ravage's case. Just try and get all four of Ravage's paws straightened out, because obviously, the age of this mold combined with the ball joint quality on my copy due to how long I've had them for, not always great, so be wary of that when you're buying this set for yourself. So, for size comparison, here are Masterpiece, Rumble / Frenzy and Ravage next to the Earthrise Seeker mold. Approximately the right kind of height actually, to be honest. In my opinion anyway. And here they are next to Star Wars The Black Series, Revenge of the Sith, Senate Battle, Darth Sidious. Again, Ravage is pretty good scale with Lord Sidious, to be honest. But yes, there's one more feature that I should mention about these two prior to concluding the review. So, to have Rumble and Frenzy use their pile drivers, what you want to do is you want to get their arms in this position, fold in the fist, and then just slide the arm into the pile driver like so, and it should friction into place. Then you can extend the pile driver out like so to have it shaking things up. Then, articulation-wise with Ravage, the head tilts up and down but cannot look side to side, and obviously it splits in half for transformation, so watch out for that. You've got ball jointed shoulders on the front paws. You've also got a swivel just above the elbow, and elbow goes just over 180 degrees, and you've got a hinged paw as well, which goes multiple directions for transformation. You've got a universal swivel at the hip joints like so, as well as a double hinge for the upper back leg, and of course the back paws also go both ways. I don't currently have my Masterpiece Soundwave to hand to show off the way the cassettes go inside him, but I'll cover that when I review Soundwave himself later on. So, with that being said, I've been Soundblaster1987, thanks again for watching. My next toy review will be Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Bishop. Until then, my next video altogether will be my animation review of the 2003 Ninja Turtles cartoon. Till then, till all are one.